talking durability, your regular dose of lead therapy. And as ever, I'm here in my shed on a Saturday morning talking about air guns. You know, life is good, isn't it? So this week I'm going to talk about something quite special that I've just got. I've just bought myself a new to me, a second-hand Steyr Challenge HFT. I bought it off a trusted friend, and I was very lucky to have the opportunity to do that. And I just thought I would speak a little bit about my my experience with the rifle, and hopefully, as ever, it might be able to help some of you guys. So first of all, I'm very familiar with the brand of Steyr. My daughter used to shoot on the national 10-meter pistol circuit, and this is her old LP10E. This must have had 100,000, 200,000 shots through it. Absolutely quality, reliable. The only thing that this has had changed in all of that time, and I'm not even talking about sales or anything, I'm about the only thing that this gun needed changing whilst being serviced was a hammer spring. So, reliability, solid construction, this is what, we used to with Steyr. And also in the UK, Steyr UK, the service agent and importer, are very, very good. And so you know that you're buying a rifle made outside of Britain, but it has the right support package here if you ever need it. So you'll have no problems getting repairs or spares. So there you go. There's a blast from the past for me. Now, here it is, the challenge, the Steyr Challenge HFT. And this rifle, like many other rifles now, is one version built on a chassis that has many versions. So there are indoor 10-meter versions, there are indoor electronic 10-meter versions, there are HFT versions, Hunter versions. The list goes on and on. If you look on the Steyr website, you'll see that there's probably a Steyr Challenge for every discipline out there when it comes to air rifle. So, as ever, when I get an air rifle, I can't leave it alone, can I? So I have to customize it to how I like it, and how I like it visually and how it shoots. And also, as you know, I shoot a lot from the bench, so this rifle was always destined to be a Benchrest rifle, wasn't it? So what I'll do as usual, I will intersperse my babbling with some high quality photos with a voiceover explaining about the rifle, etc. So my first thought when I got the rifle was that, yes, like all Steyrs, very well made. It shoots very smoothly. It's got a stabilizer in here, an anti-recoil device, if you're not familiar with those. So there's a weight moves opposite to what the pellet does to make sure that the gun feels like it's not moving when it's fired. And that is a real asset when you're trying to be ultra accurate. It also, there are many stock options on this gun, and everything can be taken apart, and other accessories and versions of stocks and things put on it. So it's really quite a universal changeable platform. So on this HFT version, what I've done so far is, obviously because most of my time spent in Airability HQ practicing, I've got to worry about the neighbours and make sure that they're alright. So I've put a silencer on the end here, and Rowan Engineering silencer adapter, because one of my main gripes about the Steyrs is the rifles don't come with a UNF adapter on the end, which I think is, to be honest, a little short-sighted. As you can see, things would look a little neater if the barrel had a built-in silencer attachment, but hey ho, it's not to be, and the Rowan Engineering adapter does a really good job. This rifle has the quick fill probe option fitted with the gauge at the end of the cylinder. The quick fill probe makes things an awful lot easier. You don't have to take the cylinder off to fill the gun, and you can see exactly how full the gun is with the gauge on the front. And then moving down, we see the the lovely cast aluminium chassis with the 3 baffles that the barrel passes through. Only the 3rd barrel has a barrel screw here, which allows you to adjust the tension of the barrel, so you can fine-tune the accuracy of your rifle. As you can see here, it's a fine looking piece of engineering. One of the great things about these Steyrs is the internals are of a modular design, and if you ever have a fault, it's usually really quick for the service agent to swap out a regulator, swap out the seals, etc. They're not that hard to work on these. Going further back, one of the greatest assets for a Benchrest shooter and anybody who's trying to get the most accuracy out of their air rifle is a hammer spring adjuster here, which allows you to fine tune the power of your rifle and best suit the the pellet that you're using at that time to get the most accuracy out of it. By inserting a small Allen key in one of the holes and doing a 1/4 turn at a time, you can really accurately set the hammer spring and the speed of your pellet. Don't assume that you always have to be right up there on the 12 foot-pound, knocking on the door of the 12 foot-pound power limit. It's all about what power is best for your pellet, and at the moment I'm actually running slightly under 11 foot-pound with the pellets I'm using, and it's bang on. So it's about being open-minded and looking for the best accuracy, especially when it comes to Benchrest. Power isn't always everything. And moving back here, to save weight, so I could get it into the light varmint class of Benchrest, which is always a struggle. I've replaced the big chunk of aluminium butt plate with a nice little slice of carbon here. Butt plates on Benchrest rifles are optional, to be honest. You either depend on the rules, you can have one or you don't need to have them. I personally still like to have one. It allows you to feel where the rifle should be and maintain consistency in your approach to the shot. So it isn't actually really a load bearing part, although this sheet of carbon is very strong. Now, the other bit about this rifle which I really want to talk about is, as soon as it arrived, I did say to Tommy Bennett, my friend at Tilly Gun Stocks, will you make me a grip set? And Tommy absolutely nailed it with, yes, it's orange and black, my favourite colours. So he's done me a lovely left-handed partial thumbs up grip here. I've got a lovely cheek piece with quite an abrupt edge on here, so I can maintain my cheek weld and make sure it's in the same place each time when I'm shooting, which is very important. And I have a matching front block here which fits snugly into the Benchrest, which is the legal width, and it's bang on, for my needs when I'm going to competition. So here we go for a closer look at the gun. This is a shot from the other side where you can clearly see the semi thumbs up grip that Tommy made for me. And from the other side you can clearly see the left-handed grip and those beautiful curves that come out of the laminate when it's carved. The front block meets all the legal requirements for Benchrest shooting and matches the grip set too. And as we get to the end of the rifle, you can see the cheek piece with the square edge as I described earlier in the video. So overall, this is a very accurate rifle. It's great quality, it's easy to service. There's servicing available in this country with no bother. The Prestons, the family who owns the Steyr UK business, are good, solid people and will see you okay. When buying a Steyr in the UK, please remember to buy one of the officially imported guns. My overview of this rifle is that I'm very impressed with it so far. for all the aforementioned reasons. A couple of things I would have liked on this rifle would be, one, the option of a UNF silencer fitting at the end of the barrel. I think that's slightly short-sighted. And also, this is a premier rifle. This has a premier price point. You know, this is up there with the best you can buy. So the one question I can't answer is, why so much plastic? Where the trigger attaches to the trigger mechanism is plastic. It doesn't affect the performance, but I just wonder, you know, it would look and feel a little better if it was machined aluminium or something. And at the back here, where you have the transition where this version of the butt is screwed into the universal chassis here, there's a plastic cowling that covers it. For me, it looks a bit cheap. Other rifles of this price point don't usually have a huge chunk of plastic on them. And also, one thing I found quite annoying was there's a real sharp edge under here which I needed to address before I could shoot it comfortably. So with those little gripes taken into consideration, you know, this is right up there. You know, you've got the whole package. You've got the, as I keep saying, the servicing agent, the importer, a good quality rifle, all in the UK. You shouldn't have any problems with it. And if you go on the forums and you want to start customizing and talking about, you know, what settings are the best for what, if you go through the forums, there's lots of people have these guns, lots of people have ideas on how they should be used, etc. And there's a great knowledge base out there, and you should be able to really become quite familiar with it very quickly. So that's about it from me. As you can see, the weather's changed here at Airability HQ, and I've got my Shedigan on, and it looks like my Shedigan will be on for a good, you know, 4 or 5 months now until things start to warm up. But apart from that, things are going great, and I really have a big Airability announcement to come in a few weeks. I can't say anything about it at the moment, but you know, life for Airability is looking good. So until the next time, guys, and you know what I'm going to say, always have a safe backstop, and you take care. Okay, bye bye. See you next time on Airability, and please remember to subscribe and like this video. Take care, bye bye.